There's a moment in life, sometimes so small you barely notice it, that determines everything. A split-second hesitation, a path not taken, a decision that seemed harmless, until years later, when you realize it was the turning point. But here's the real twist. Most people won't even recognize these moments until it's too late. The question is, how do you spot them before they slip away? And more importantly, how do you make choices today that you'll never regret tomorrow? Because whether you realize it or not, the decisions you make right now are already shaping the life you'll look back on. Let's make sure it's a life worth remembering. The future isn't something you wake up to, it's something you build choice by choice. And it all starts now. Let's begin. Every major shift in life, good or bad, began with a single decision. It's easy to think that regret comes from massive, life-altering mistakes, but more often, it's the small, seemingly insignificant choices that quietly shape our future. The job application you hesitated to send, the person you meant to reach out to but never did, the skill you wanted to learn but kept putting off. These moments pass like whispers, easily ignored in the moment, but impossible to forget when years have passed. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't recognize these defining moments until it's too late. Life doesn't send warnings before presenting choices that shape the future. There's no dramatic music, no flashing sign that says, hey, this decision right here, it's going to change everything. But that's the dangerous part. The things we ignore today become the if-onlys of tomorrow. So how do you see these moments before they slip away? And more importantly, how do you make decisions now that won't come back to haunt you? Regret isn't just an emotion. It's hardwired into the brain. Studies show that regret activates the same neural pathways as physical pain. That's why it doesn't just feel bad. It hurts. But here's something most people don't realize. Not all regret is created equal. According to extensive research in psychology, people regret 3 things more than anything else. Missed opportunities more than mistakes, inaction more than failure, relationships more than achievements. This means something crucial. Most people don't regret the things they did. They regret the things they didn't do. The what-ifs, the risks they never took, the chances they let slip through their fingers. And yet, many people live as if the safest route is always the best one, as if avoiding failure means avoiding regret. But in reality, the exact opposite is true. If you want a life free from regret, you have to stop avoiding risks and start embracing intentional choices. That's where the next section comes in. At this point, you might be wondering, okay, but how do I actually make choices that I won't regret? It's not about being perfect. It's about being deliberate. Here's a 5-step framework to help guide your decisions. One that ensures you never have to look back and wish you had done things differently. The 10-year test. Before making any decision, ask yourself, will this matter in 10 days, 10 months, 10 years? Most of what stresses us today won't matter in the long run. That embarrassing moment, forgotten. That awkward conversation, irrelevant. But some choices, starting that business, fixing that relationship, learning that skill, compound in value over time. The best decisions aren't about right now. They're about who you're becoming. Regret-proof your relationships. When people reflect on their lives, they don't regret missed promotions as much as they regret missed people. Think about it. Have you ever wished you spent less time with someone you love? Probably not. But how many people have wished for one more conversation, one more chance to fix things? If you know deep down that a relationship matters, whether it's family, friends, or someone you lost touch with, don't wait until it's too late. Make that call. Have that difficult conversation. Show up for the people who matter before time makes the choice for you. Choose growth over comfort. Think about the moments in your life that shaped you the most. Were they the ones where everything was easy? Or were they the ones where you had to push beyond your limits? Regret often comes from knowing you could have been more, if only you had stepped outside your comfort zone. Here's a rule to live by. If something scares you but excites you, do it. Growth doesn't happen in comfort, and comfort never leads to an extraordinary life. Master the art of reframing. Regret isn't just about what happened, it's about how you interpret it. Two people can go through the exact same failure. One sees it as proof they'll never succeed. The other sees it as a stepping stone. The difference? Perspective. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Failure doesn't create regret. Staying stuck in the wrong mindset does. Live with urgency, because time won't wait. Most regrets come from one dangerous assumption: I'll do it later. But later isn't promised. Later turns into never. And before you know it, the doors that were once open are closed forever. So if there's something you know you need to do it. Start today. Make the move. Take the risk. Because the one thing you'll never regret is fully living your life while you still have the chance. In the end, life isn't just a collection of years, it's a collection of choices. Every moment, you're building the future you'll one day look back on. The question is, will it be a future you're proud of? Or one filled with if-onlys and second guesses? You don't wake up one day with an unregrettable life. You build it choice by choice, action by action. So the real question is, what choice will you make today that your future self will thank you for? Drop a comment below. What's one decision that changed your life? If this video spoke to you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's build a future with zero regrets together.